Well, Kung Fu, the best example would be a glass of water, because water is the softest substance in the world.
At the heart of his philosophies is the idea of honest self-reflection and honest self-actualization.
I cannot wait any longer to tell everyone that we finally managed to get Bruce Lee license into a mobile MOBA game, Heroes Evolved. Bruce Lee, the people of our generation, is more than an icon. Is legendary, if I may say so.
他是截拳道的创始人，是好莱坞的超级巨星，更是让世界崇拜中国武功的人。
除了在各个影视作品能看到他的身影，cos 圈的手把界也有他的一席之地了。那李小龙的 IP 已经深入人心。
That's why we have decided and worked to get Bruce Lee into our MOBA game.
Nowadays, the world is becoming extremely connected, and thanks to the internet and social gaming for allowing us to engage far beyond what we could have ever imagined. Gaming is an increasingly popular means by which the millennial generation understands the world, and incorporating historical figures or cultural icons or influential people and gamifying their presence would allow us to reach out to this generation and help them learn about these people even further.
Heroes Evolved becomes a platform on which Bruce Lee revives. The Kung Fu legend then becomes the competitive spirit of the game.
For Bruce Lee, I think a lot of people just see him as a martial artist, but he's also a student of philosophy, and when he created Jeet Kune Do, he combined his philosophy with the martial arts. Have someone like him whose values, whose philosophies really reflect what the Heroes Evolved team really believes in, I think that's something that we were super excited about.
To achieve this goal, we worked really hard on creating character concepts and got in touch with Bruce Lee's daughter, Shannon Lee, and her team and explore how we can possibly work together.
I think it's super fun to have my dad involved in Heroes Evolved because it's acknowledgement of him as a hero, which he was a real-life hero. I think it's always fun to be able to be Bruce Lee. It's sort of like every kid's fantasy come true.
Having thoroughly understood our ideas and proposal, Shannon formally gave her approval to the team to make Bruce Lee a part of the Heroes Evolved universe.
We really did a lot of research into Bruce Lee. We watched a lot of his videos, especially the movies from Hollywood, so that we could find a good way for a realistic representation of who Bruce Lee was. In terms of his movement, of what he looked like, everything had to be realistic and accurate.
We did all this because we sincerely hope that the younger generation will be able to learn more about the roots of Chinese Kung Fu and of Bruce Lee and his legacy.
李小龙他有招牌动作，标志性的造型，和他特有的咆哮声，英雄设计本应该非常的顺利，可是我们光在初期的角色定位上，就遇到了不同的声音。
The design of Bruce Lee brought us with two major challenges. The first one was to perfectly understand and interpret his move, his behavior, so we can perfectly integrate it into the game. And the second aspect is to bring surprises to the players who doesn't know him that much. During every brainstorming session, we thought about the skills he should have and how he should appear when using those skills.
In terms of skills, MOBA games don't really need to be as showy as arcade games. So for us, it was more important that we had an accurate representation of Jeet Kune Do, of Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do. We also invited Jeet Kune Do experts to come and really demonstrate the skills for us. And this was what we did so that we could have an accurate representation, an accurate portrayal of martial arts in the game.
我们希望在4个技能中充分展示他标志性的武学招式，用最直接的方式向李小龙致敬。所以，当他挥拳和踢腿的时候，玩家都能充分体会到他那拳法的刚劲和腿法的迅捷。
我们选取了他在电影作品中最深入人心的2款造型，玩家甚至可以从桀骜不驯的脸部特征感受他的威风凛凛与之强烈的自信感。
I think it's cool to bring real-life heroes into a game. as they are not only bringing their iconic character, they also bring their values and their spirit. And I think that's great.